Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the Sim Assist Call of Duty Black Ops 6 video. In this video I'm going to be walking you through the in-game settings for Call of Duty, and I will be showing you some of the movement as well as the like a little aim guide on how to aim with the thing. Prior to, before you jump in, make sure you watch the customization and setup video, as it is pretty much needed in order to get started with this one. So make sure to watch through it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment under that video. And if you have after this video gotten any questions, leave a comment under this video. A few things that are really good to get out of the way right away and like right off the bat is I'm using Tropic Thunder's CV script. This is no aimbot or whatever. This is just controlling the recoils inside the sim. Anything is going to be automatic. I'm using this on the console with the U-Green capture card. This is a €100 capture card, to which we're currently doing the capture as well. Now, the most important thing that you guys are going to be noticing in a second is how everything is working. Sorry if I will be coughing a little bit. I've gotten a pretty heavy flu, so just to get it out of the way. Anyways, I wanted to get these videos out for you guys. Now, to go back in, right, I'm using Molly's CV. This is a $50 script. If you're playing on the console, it's going to be a $50 script. And on top of that, you're going to be needing a capture card. If you, however, be playing on the Xbox Series X or Xbox at all, what you can do is you can make a new Discord account for your console and then do a private call with yourself. And then all you will essentially need is the script. And you can just capture the screen and do it that way. Pretty awesome. That's exactly what I'm doing right now in order to do this capture method with the audio. The last thing, if you need any additional help in the future or after this video, feel free to join my Discord server. There will also be a link in the description for the Discord server of Molly Tropic Thunder. At last, one of the things I want to mention is please leave a like on this video. We're going to have a lot of haters here that will see this video as it gets traction, that do not use a SIM or a Cronus device, and just to combat those guys, we can like the video. And for all of those haters out there that are going to be seeing this video, I love you guys' comments, and I will just say, feel free to leave your hateful comments here, as I really enjoy watching them and reading through them. And the more of you guys comment, the better you contribute to the growth of this video. With all of that said and all of that out of the way, let's dive straight into the video. What we're going to be doing is I'm currently on the console, but the settings I'm showing you on the console are the exact same for the PC, and this config is tested for both console and the PC. And I'm going to be real honest, I really like the way it performs on the PC, like amazing, but I like it a little bit more on the console. Now, one of the things, of course, if you can play this game at high frame rates, then it's going to be a pretty awesome experience. I'm going to go over to the settings right over here, all the way over to the right tab, and we're going over to the graphical settings. We're just going to run through this. We're running 120 Hertz. The quality, all of these, you want to make sure that these are off and your fidelity CHS is on. This is just essentially to get that little bit of a clearer, sharper scene, especially with the way I'm currently doing it and being used to playing with VRR. This is a really nice addition. For the view, I'm playing 120 MOV, but if you're playing, let's say, 110, 108, or below 100 MOV, that works perfectly fine with this configuration. Really important here, I've currently gotten this set to default. I forgot I should set this to white, which is just great for how the recoils look, and having this unaffected is perfectly fine. One of the things that I do want to quickly mention to all of you guys out there that are going to be watching this video and going to be like, hey, what is this about, or what is going on over here? I want to be really clear to you guys. This is like the default settings. You can go with this. That's all pretty awesome. And at the same time, this will work for the PC, this will work for the console. But whenever we dive into the recoils, the way I do it is through CV. And if you're not doing it through CV, you will have all the functions keys in the customization video. So make sure to watch through that customization video from beginning to end. Leave any questions in the comments, and I will be there to help you out. But leave them in the YouTube comments. Going and moving back, let's go over to the controller settings. And right here, you can see that I've gotten my stick sensitivity set to 2.60. This almost reflects to the old setting of about 14 to 15. This is what I prefer to play. But if you like to play 350 or 4, what some people do in my community, then that is perfectly fine. For your dead zones, we're going to go with a left stick 0. Now, just to kind of get this out of the way, I like this a lot, left stick 0. But if you want to play left stick 5 or left stick 10, that is perfectly fine. I just like it a lot being on 0. Your left stick max is going to be 99. This can also be 100, but I noticed that at 99, somehow the aim assist just feels a little bit better. The right stick is at 7 for a XIM config recommendation. You will play at 5. That is perfectly fine. I just have a little bit more shake when the config is set to 5. If you want to know how to get rid of the shaking, please watch the customization video, as that explains all of that in detail, much better than I can do over here while working at the settings. So definitely look into that. But in this case, you want the shaking to go away without changing that, increase this. And if you want the shaking to be less or more, but stronger aim assist, lower this. 7 is kind of the sweet spot. Right stick at the max. And then these left stick and right stick dead zones you can put to none. Going over to the aiming tab, we're going to be playing at a looking version of standard. Aim assist is all going to be normal, and your multiplayer sensitivity is also going to be all 1.0. Then over to the aim advanced settings, put your ADS sensitivity transition timing to instant. The config is set up in such a way to count for that instant change to make it feel like on mouse where there's no change or like delay in between. You're going to have the third person ADS correction type, aim response time on standard, and then very important here is have your slope scale at 1.0. No custom sensitivity zooms. Going back and moving over to the movement tab, we're having tactical sprint assist on. If we're looking at the show more, we're going to make sure that the sprint delay is at 0 and sprint assist sideways and backwards is turned on. Corner slide should be on as well, and your slide behavior should be on tap to slide. This is the way I prefer to play with the way the config is set up for the automatic slide cancel. On the combat side, everything is pretty much that default setting, so you can just play with this as you please. Same for the advanced settings. This is all the way you please. I would only say put your akimbo to paired because I prefer that a little bit more. And on the reload side, I would say prioritize reload if you're on console. If you are on PC, you don't have to worry about any of that, as your config is set up for to be compatible with, simply doing the reload. If I haven't explained it in the customization part, and you might be wondering why on console is my reload X and why on console is my or why on console is my reload letter R. If so, go inside the contents of the R and change it to the blue X button, and you will be good to go. Sorry for the coughing again. I have gotten a pretty heavy flu, but I really wanted to get this video out here for you guys, so that is why. With that out of the way and all of these settings set up, we're going to load into the firing range, and I really quickly would like to show you guys how this config functions. We're going to walk through some of the loadouts, the XM4, the C9, the PU21, and the SWAT for things. On this config, my recalls are already going to be active. I've gotten the CV in the background open on the left, just so that I can kind of walk you guys through what I'm seeing, even though you're not seeing this. But if I switch to the P2020, or like it is the 9mm PM, like on my screen, I will see that the CV says that it detects the 9mm PM. It basically sees the text at the right bottom, and it will switch to it. The nice part of this is that I currently have gotten full automatic rapid fire on the pistol, so I can just beam the hell out of these dummies without any problem. And you can see that while moving, I've gotten pretty strong aim assist, so I can flick off to the right and just consistently be on. If I switch back to the XM4, it will directly detect the XM4, and I've gotten, as you can see, perfect anti-recoil on the XM4, which is pretty awesome. Now, this weapon hasn't gotten the attachments yet, and I will talk about the attachments in a second. On the wall, you can see that we have gotten almost near perfect anti-recoil on the XM4. And if we switch to the rapid fire gun, it will move down, as that's not having a specific anti-recoil. But you can see that there is something on there as well. Just aim assist wise, you're just going to be beaming the hell out of your opponents. Let's move over to a different loadout and take the C9. Again here, directly the text I have the C9. On the wall, you can see I've got a near perfect anti-recoil, as well as on the dummies, we're just beaming the living hell out of these dummies. So that is pretty nice. Detects the weapon right away. Same with the 9mm, it just automatically detects it. I don't know the function keys out of my head, which is pretty weird, I know, as someone who builds the config. But you can see those in the customization video. Again, if you do want to have this completely automatic on the console, you're going to be needing the Molly's Tropic Thunder's script, the CV script, which I'm using. At the same time, you will have to get a capture card, or if you don't want to have a capture card and that only goes for the console players out there that are on Xbox, you can just get yourself a different Discord account on the console, do a call with yourself, get the script, and then capture your screen, like your share screen in a Discord call, and that works as well. So there we've gotten the C9. Let's switch to a different weapon, the PU-21, known for its very aggressive recoil. We can see on here we've got a near perfect anti-recoil. Just automatically recognize I can switch over and just beam the living crap out of these dummies right over here, or these, these target dummies. So that is pretty neat. Again, switching to the 9mm PM directly has gotten my rapid fire active, which is pretty neat. Going over to our last weapon, the SWAT right over here. Again, this will just automatically do your burst. So you can just hold the button and it will automatically be bursting. No need to press it, which is pretty neat. Again, also here, you've got an almost near perfect anti-recoil, which is really nice whenever you're playing the game. Now, moving over, I want to go over some of the aiming features. Right over here, you can see that we've gotten a pretty natural aim. I can do quick movements left and right. I really want to say that this feels exceptional on the console. We're using for the hip my own curve, which is very nice. So not to praise my curve, but compared to the PC, this feels amazing. Like, amazing. And this is my first time testing it on console, while others already have tested this on the console. Just to quickly break it down, your hip is pretty fast. You're going to have a pretty natural feeling. Your ADS, again, you can do micro movements, and it's pretty awesome. Up and down is fast, left and right is fast, and up and down is as fast as left and right. Now, if we go over some of the movement features, if you press your slide cancel button, which is explained in the customization video, you will be automatically slide canceling. No problem. You just keep slide canceling without any issues. You can see I'm just slide canceling right over here, no problem, which is pretty nice. At the same time, you've got an instant prone button, which will always prone. And of course, you can just run and hold down your crouch button to prone as well, which is pretty neat. And that is pretty much it for the movement. A part of the fact that we've got an YY, which is pretty nice, so that you can do YYs while moving. And all of these buttons have got an aim assist. So even when doing your YYs, you're going to have perfect anti-recoil. And the nice part is, even when I do all of this switching with the YY, the anti-recoil constantly is able to see right away what I'm selecting, which is really nice. If you, for example, do a YY and it fucks up a little bit, then you're directly able to do the right switching, which is a really nice little feature, I will say. Okay, moving to the last part that I want to explain to you guys is how to aim. And I will give you guys a really quick showcase inside a Rebirth Island match on how this comes all together. Just when we're doing any of the aiming, you can see that if I put my mouse, and just imagine I have gotten my mouse firmly in the middle of my mouse pad, and I'm not going to use my arm. I just want to show you, if you try to use your arm, this is the result. You're not going to be having fast mouse movements. It rather feels like you're dragging your mouse through mud. That is the easiest way I can explain how it feels. It just plainly feels like you're dragging your mouse through mud. And I can't make that any easier. Now, the correct way to be aiming with a XIM and to get most out of it, and this is just for me to show you guys how to get the best competitive edge with this configuration, you're going to put your mouse at the middle of your mouse pad. Now, you're going to grip your mouse. Most of you guys will be probably having your thumb at the left side, your pinky and right index finger will be on the mouse pad. If you're left-handed, it might be your left index finger and pinky. So just keep that in mind. Right now, my grip is the left thumb is on the side mouse buttons, the left index finger is on the left mouse button, the right index finger is on the right mouse button, the middle finger is resting on the scroll wheel, and the right, like the pinky, is resting on the side of the mouse. With this, I can do fully free motion without my arm or hands dragging on the mousepad, which is really important. Even if it does a little, that's no problem. Now, very important, if you want to do micro movements, all that you're going to be doing is you're going to be shaking your wrist in a position. You keep your hand firmly in place. All you're doing is kind of shaking your mouse, putting your mouse in little circles without moving your arm, by just simply bending your wrist in a circular motion. You want to do a turn to the left, bend your wrist to the left. Don't use your arm, bend your wrist to the left. You want to do a motion to the right, bend your wrist to the right. You want to go up, move your wrist up, or if you want to go down, push your wrist inwards and move your, like, it's not like you're moving your arm, but it's like you're pulling your wrist, your hand towards you, while still keeping your arm in place. Kind of like a toad pulling himself back, or turtle pulling himself back into his shell. That's kind of the easiest way to explain it. Then if you want to do a full motion, if I want to do a full turn, you can do this pretty quickly with the way how the config is set up. But if you want to do that, you're going to bend your arm to the right. I can do much further, but I just want to show this way. So you bend your arm to the right. Then when you can't go bend further, all you want to do is, right now right now my arm is bent to the right, so my mouse is to the right. I now lift up the mouse, center it again, and then bend back to the right. So that way I can do really quick motions where I can do full 180s, kind of like a controller player. If you want to do the full 180s without the bending, you can, and you have a large mouse pad, you can do a slow swipe like this. So this is a slow swipe. This is not a fast swipe, because fast swipes will screw you over. A slow swipe is a really slow motion that is really controlled on the mousepad, which allows you to do these full turns. And you will see that the moment I go over these dummies, it is heavily being slowed down. That is again something which is there by default. One of the things you will notice in the game in a second is we will have auto ping enabled. And what we can still show is if we load over and we take the frost line here and we aim, we're directly holding down our breath, which is really nice. Auto hold breath, just so that you can really quickly do your scopes and be ready to beam your enemies. So I'm overall really happy with the way this config has turned out. If you want to skip off the video, please do so right now. This is all I wanted to mention. And before I go and show you guys a little bit of gameplay on the Resurgence Area 99, I really want to thank each and one of you guys for watching. If you need any additional help, or you're struggling with certain problems, comment them down under this video. Anything with setting up that didn't go as planned, comment it down under this video. You need any additional help afterwards, go over to my Discord server. If you do not want to go and sit through this entire setup, or you watch this entire setup and you're now like, hey, I don't want to do all of this and I don't want to spend 30 or 40 minutes on the customization part, I just want to be able to play right away, you can consider to purchase yourself a one-on-one session with me. It's about an hour in which I will be able to customize the entire configuration for you. We're simply having two options. I can either sit through Rust Desktop and do it on your system, or if you're not comfortable with that, which I fully understand, we can go through a personal call in which I will just ask you for your binds. I will customize the entire config for you. It will take about an hour, maybe 2 hours to do so. And you will be good to go. I will be only charging for an hour. So if it will be a bit more than an hour, then that's no problem. To give you guys a little bit of an idea on the prices, it's 30 euros for the first hour. With that, you also unlock the ability to ask text-based questions in my Get Help section. But if you are in need of additional help, you've gotten a €5 discount, as every single session afterwards will be costing 25 euros per session. With that out of the way, the last thing that I want to mention is if you are curious about the CV and these kind of things, you can head over to Tropic Thunder's Discord server. And in that server, I'm there as well. You can find me as native and just be there and I will be able to help you or whatever. The last thing that is very important, if you do consider to buy his computer vision and you want to use it with my script, I've gotten set up the computer vision settings in my way. So just send me a message once you have purchased it, and once Molly verifies with me that you have gotten it purchased, or I can see that you have gotten the role in the server, I will be there. I will be providing you with the things, and that's set up. So, you know, setting up the words list, integrating everything so that it works with your config is completely free of charge. Takes me about a couple minutes, free of charge, just doing that to help you guys out so you can start beaming. Anyways, thank you guys very much. I'm going to play a really quick game of Resurgence Area 99 so you guys can see some of the gameplay. And after that, we're going to be, we're going to be diving into some serious stuff. So I will be muting my microphone right now, diving into some gameplay, and just letting you guys enjoy. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like if you consider this config to be useful. It is really much appreciated if you give it a like on the cloud, as that is very much helpful. Again, I'm there in the comment section of the video. I will be there for the in the Discord server to help, and I'm happy to help you guys set up with the CV. And again, even though I'm not getting paid or I'm getting any kickback from promoting or even telling people, I recommend CV. I'm using it, and since I'm using it, it's been a game changer for gaming, so I really recommend that method. But then again, thanks for watching. Consider the video a like. It just really helps against all the haters that are going to be disliking this video. And for all the haters, once again, I really much look forward to seeing all your hateful comments, like how much of a bot I am, how trash I am, or all of these kind of things. I am very much looking forward to all of those kind of things. And to those of you that are thinking this YouTube channel is going to be taken down, I'm sponsoring, at least I'm promoting a device, a hardware device. It's a product. I'm not using any hard cheats, aimbots, or memory-based cheats, which is actually against YouTube's TOS. So in those terms, this channel should not be taken down, or even can be taken down. I've gotten some very strange takedown requests, and I can always be able to recover from those as they are not valid. So we're all set there. Anyways, thanks again, guys, and enjoy the gameplay.
Hallo, hallo. Hallo, hallo, so.
Installe-toi.
The real thing's coming soon. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Resurgence. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad soldier.
Moving here. Do not die here.
They've got a SAM turret inside.
Taking effective fire!
Squad's active in the field. Stand by for redeployment. Enemy counter UAV inbound. Enemy counter UAV inbound.
Need some cash. Moving here.
Hostile UAV in the area. Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind. Enemy UAV is online.
Mark the target. Mark the target.
Need some cash. Enemy dropping into the AR.
Mark the target.
Still confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Five squads still operational in the AR. We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Your squad mates back on station. Good work. Additional contract online. All bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
You'll live.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy soldier incoming. Target down, marking the rest of them. 10 remain, you're almost done here. 3 squads left in the war zone, stay alert.
Bloodfoot.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced. You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
Contact!
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count. You have reinforcements inbound. Enemies are dropping into the area. You're losing ground. Move it. We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Your squad mate is redeployed.
Here,
Well
also
done.
move here.
Enemy soldier incoming. Insurgents have been deactivated. This is the end game. Requesting recon above.
Moving here.
The squad mate's back on station. Good work. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone. Enemy dropping into the AO. Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
Taking fire!